Good morning, everyone. This is Jeff from Daily Drivers, and today we are going to take a look at the all-new 2022 Nissan Frontier. So I got the key fob right here. Let me go ahead and unlock it. Totally different from 2021. They have had, I don't even know the exact years, but they've probably had the same body style for the Frontier from, I want to say, 05 to 2021. I mean, they've had it for at least 15 years. And they finally did something all new. I love the body style. They did a great job with this. So taillights are all new. They even redesigned the logo. That was new for this year or last year. I can't quite remember. Easy down tailgate. About a similar size bed as any other mid-size pickup. So that hasn't changed. The bed size, I believe they had it stay about the same. If anything, it's a little bit wider. Park sensor, so this is the SV trim, so it has a little bit of features, not everything. It's more along a baseline than it is fully loaded. Hop in the back here. Back legroom was certainly improved from last gen. So you got little USB A and C ports right there. Cup holders, manual slide rear window. Seats are pretty comfortable. All right. Take a look under the hood here. So this is all new too. The 4.0 V6 is no longer. It is now a 3.8 liter V6 rather than a 4 liter. And power was increased to 310 horsepower. Torque was increased to 281 pound-feet. And is driven by a 9-speed automatic versus the old 6-speed. And fuel mileage, pretty good. It gets about 17 around town and around 22 miles a gallon on the highway. So significant improvements over the old 4.0. It's a good looking front end. A lot of people, I've heard some mixed reviews. Some people said they like it, some people they don't like it. I like it. I think it looks great. They did a great job. It's something totally different from the outgoing style. Power seat. Okay, let's hop in here. Your tow modes right here. Dim and brighten your gauges. Bed lights, downhill descent. Traction control. Steering wheel. This was all redesigned inside and out. I'm going to go ahead and start it up. All right. Activated your park sensors down there. USBs up front as well. A little bit of room in the center console there. Whole new 8-inch display. It's got your AM, FM, Sirius XM radio. You can switch between AM, the radio, or you can also do your Bluetooth. You can pair that. You can plug in a USB. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is standard on this. So you can plug your phone into the USB here and project your phone screen, Google Maps, that kind of thing. All your climates down here. And it's a pretty relatively simple cabin. It's nothing crazy. I mean, no heated seats or anything like that. Just a few climate buttons, AM, FM, Bluetooth, Android Auto. Everything you need, nothing that you don't need, essentially. So it is equipped pretty well for somebody who wants just the bare basics with some luxuries. And then you get your cruise control on the right side there. The left side switches between your preset radio stations. You can see on the screen there. I'm switching between my presets. The left to right here switches between all of your driver information. So I can look at your fuel economy and your radio, driving aids. Now it does have your blind spot monitor in the mirror there. It does have forward collision alert, and lane keep assist and lane departure warning is also standard on this. So you can do, driver alerts. There's your speedometer. That's what I was looking for. All right. Automatic headlights, of course. This right here, you can set your following distance indicator. You can set your distance. And then your Bluetooth volume, radio source, stuff like that. So I think we're ready to take this thing for a ride. Put my belt on. All right, let's take this thing for a ride. And right off the bat, what I'm feeling is this. It takes a little more input when you're going low speeds. It takes a little more input to steer. So right now, it doesn't feel too bad, but when you're just starting out, compared to other electronically controlled steering that I've felt, usually right off, as soon as you start going, even when you're stationary, I mean, the vehicle turns pretty easily. This takes a little more input. It gives you a little more feel of the vehicle, if that makes sense. I noticed with electronic steering, power steering, it kind of takes away some of the feel. It kind of just, I don't know, it feels almost too effortless. This actually feels like you have to give it some input, which is actually good. Now once you're up to speed here, it feels fine. It's just when you're starting out. V6 got a nice little growl to it. Takes corners pretty well. Effortless coming up the hill here. Powertrain's working out pretty well so far. For me, leaps and bounds better than the 4.0 that they discontinued. Especially with having 3 more gears to play with as well. So the main takeaways that I'm getting so far, it is just the handling of this truck. Around turns, leaps and bounds better than the outgoing body. The handling characteristics are so different in such a good way. There's less body roll. The suspension feels a little bit, I guess a little bit stiffer. It feels like it takes bumps a little on the rougher side. However, at the same time, you don't want a really, really, really cushy suspension either. It takes bumps fairly well. Just the handling, the steering input is just leaps and bounds better than the 21 and earlier. Because they're not just using the same old technology that they have been. This is something totally new, and they're going to just keep building on it, and I'm very excited to see what that would entail. Let's see what this thing's got on the ramp here. Definitely better than the 4.0, hands down. That wasn't even a comparison. Very, very impressed with the new Frontier so far. This is compared to the old body style, it's incredible. It really is. Okay. So, main takeaways. Everything. This truck went from being 10 years outdated to being fully and capably competitive in the mid-size truck market. I mean, it's right up there with the Chevy Colorado, GMC Canyon, better than the Ford Ranger. I just want to throw that out there. Toyota Tacoma, stuff like that. I mean, wow. But one thing that I think it will give a run for its money, though, the 2023 Chevy Colorado that's getting redesigned next year, that's going to give this thing a lot of trouble. And I can't wait to drive that when it comes out. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, I will see you in the next one.